All right, y'all. Now, a lot of y'all have been, I'm a little under the weather. That's why I haven't been dropping no videos. Um, I don't know if it's another COVID or whatever the case, but shortness of breath, dry mouth, um, loss of appetite, stuff like almost like the flu. Um, I've been dealing with that, so keep me in prayer with that. Things have turned around. I've been able to get a little work done these last 2 days, but it's still battling through. But I've been getting a lot of questions on, which machine is better. Is the Racoma better? Is the Buy better? Is the Tajima better? And there are levels, but when you're starting out, I don't really think it matters. I think what matters, it just depends on what kind of individual you are. If you need to be babied, you can't figure things out on your own. You can't go through and search videos and try to figure some things out. And you need the comfort of, oh, I can call this person. They're probably not going to answer, but you have that in your backpack, or you can go to this particular group and type this stuff in. And most companies have this. But some have it more because they sold more machines. Then you would want to go with, something like a Racoma. If it's your first machine and you need financing. Because there's just a lot of them out there. It's a lot to do, but it's really not really the most feasible thing to do because of several reasons. All right, several reasons. This is probably gonna be a good lengthy video. All right, compared to you seeing the machines on Alibaba, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. You're like, man, that can't be true. How they got a machine $6,000, and then these folks over here selling the machine for $15,000? How is that possible? And what you got to understand is, advertising. One company is selling a machine for $5,000. No advertising. You just look on Alibaba and you just got to trust it. Minor technical support. They might throw some videos up for you. And then on the other hand, you got another company that's going to put another $5,000 in the machine. Well, not in the machine, but into advertising the machine so that they can sell the machine at $15,000. But both of these companies are probably getting the machine for maybe $2,000-$3,000 from a manufacturer in China, because neither one of the companies makes their machines. You're not going to see the manufacturing warehouse where they're putting the machines together. How many videos you done watched and you done seen the manufacturing warehouse where they got cranes putting together 12? It take a crane to do that. You need cranes. You need welders. All right? Not videographers and jokers up under there changing needles and taking off, hoop racks and stuff, little simple stuff like that. No, man, you need jokers with weld, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is plug and play, man. Everything else is just built in little motors. All right, motors to turn it this way and motors to turn it that way. All right, just like if you seen a 3D printer. That's pretty much the guts of an embroidery machine. That's it. If you look at a 3D printer, that's probably like the inside. Because I actually got one right there, and you see the XY axis. But that's pretty much you got something that's making it go forward and backwards, according to what's programmed in the motherboard, and that's pretty much it. It's not a complicated machine. All right, what you're paying for a lot of times is that welding, and like I say, they $2,000-$3,000 probably less than that, depending on how many you buying. But the welding, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is just screws. Everything else is just nuts and bolts. Everything that they give you inside of your little care package, usually they give you like a toolkit that comes with your machine. You could tear the whole machine down with that toolkit. You could tear the whole machine down with a screwdriver. All right, you can tear the whole machine down with a screwdriver. They look intimidating. And it's just like a music studio. When your first time going to a music studio and you see that mixing board with all them dials on it, it look complicated, but all that is a volume, pan left and right and volume up and down for each track. But it looks intimidating. It looks like it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. But all it is volume for each track somebody doing. So these are just giant sewing machines. And so when you're saying doing certain comparisons, it's almost like you're asking a person, like, if somebody being real with you. It's almost like you asking the person, well, if I go into Walmart, which one is the best sewing machine for $300, the singer or the brother? And it's like, one's probably better, but if you in your beginning stages, you're not even gonna notice it. You're not even gonna know what to, what you're looking for to even know what's better. You know what I'm saying? Because they both gonna do pretty much the same thing. All these, they have little different tweaks to them. They do things a little better. They have little, but at the end of the day, they both gonna get the job done. At the end of the day, they both do 1,000 stitches per minute. And if you're looking for the finer details, the fine twine details, like you really need that, you may have to look for higher graded machines, man. ZSKs, what's that? Barrendens. And as far as Chinese machines, I think Tajima is well proven. Also, what you have to understand also is that resale value. You get that Racoma for $15K, you're not gonna be able to sell it for that. You think, oh well, I only used it once. Go to they got a site called Racoma Resale on Facebook. Go in there, man. They sell them things. Look at what they sell them for. Today I seen a 2-head buy. It was, I don't know, it was a few years old, but it was $5K for a double head. And if I had it, I would have jumped on it. But the resale value on the Chinese machines are, it's going to be hard to resell them. All right. It's going to be hard to get your money back from a Racoma if you're trying to get that Racoma off. Say you're trying to get that Racoma off, you've been paying the payments for a year, you're not going to be able to sell it for the price that you got left on there. Like say you owe $12,000, you only had it a year, you owe $12,000, you're not gonna be able to sell it for $12,000. All right, you're gonna be holding on to that machine, and the more you hold on to it, the harder it's gonna be to sell. All right, you really, once you get the machines, man, the best you probably gonna lose 50% trying to resell it. All right, other brands hold a value better, like the Barrendens, Tajimas, ZSKs, who else? That's really all coming to me right now. But they'll hold a value better. You'll see them, and they hold a value better for a certain reason. You can trade them in and upgrade those machines. You can't do that with certain Chinese machines, especially like you could do that with Racoma. All right, Racoma take a machine back and give you something else with their programming. But like I say, with them, you paying 2-3 times the price. All right, so it ain't just buy. Buy is great. I do recommend buy. But I believe the other companies that's on Alibaba, I believe this is the same thing. I wouldn't say that they selling trash. I believe all these machines work. It's just you learning the machine and you trying to make them work. You probably get the most information from Racoma as far as their videos and all that, but that same information applies to it applies to the other machines too, man, because all these machines are like cars, man. You want to know where the wheels at? They're going to be near the ground. All right, they all got an alternator, a starter. They all got the same mechanics. It's just what you're paying for is better quality parts. All right, parts that last longer. Parts, motors that are stronger. And that's pretty much what you're paying for. You're paying for better parts. You're paying for German-made parts. You're paying for Japanese-made parts versus Chinese-made parts. But will it last? Yeah. It's going to last as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. Will you have the support? Will you have the forever support? You might. You know what I'm saying? But, like if you buy a machine for $4,000, $5,000, if you get 2 years out of the machine, you've doubled your money. You get 2 years out of the machine, you doubled your money, because you're gonna get a Racoma and you're gonna pay $16,000, or you get a Barrington, you're gonna pay $18,000, $17,000. Tajima, you're gonna pay $15,000, $14,000. So it depends where you at with your business. Now, once my business gets to a certain point, or you start becoming like a 6-figure company, you're gonna want better quality machines. Once you got your foot in the game and you built something, you're gonna want to upgrade to better machines. You know what I'm saying? Then you can start talking about, well, which is the better machine and da 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 da. And really, all you have to do is look at the shops that's been open for 20 years. Or look at the $1 million shops and look at what they're running. All right? Look at those big $1 million shops. If you ever see, let's go look at, these big companies and see what they're using. And they're not out of reach. Like all of these machines, the highest price machine is probably about $20K for a single head. If you paying $15, $16K for a low tier machine, those other machines aren't out of reach. You know what I'm saying? But it's just about marketing. It's just about how you marketing the product. You know what I'm saying? Like, those the fake Jordans. What they call them? They call them what? Replicas now, but they fake Jordans. But they not fake. They made in the same warehouse. They may take some shortcuts here and there, but it's the exact same shoe. All right, and so you could pay $65 for the replicas, and people ain't gonna know. You're gonna be walking around, and man, you're gonna get your little dopamine release because you're fresh. You got your fresh outfit on. But does it hold value? Can you resell them? Are they gonna pass the test to the what they call that, man? It's the test that they use to prove if the shoes are real or not. Will it pass that? No. Will you be able to resell them? No. And so that's pretty much what y'all asking. And if you want your foot in the game, and it's your excuse me, y'all. It's your first, this is your first machine. Your first couple machines, I would say go with Alibaba, man. I would say go with Alibaba until you really see it's working and you finna do this for the next 20, 30 years, or you may do this for the next 15 years and sell your business. And even if you're going to sell your business, you want to sell it with quality machines that could, that's going to last, 20, 30 years, because that's what we're talking about. It's a difference from a machine lasting, 5, because that's what I'm saying. Most of the people who are buying these machines, most of the people that's asking me questions about machines, this is your first machine. You don't know if you in this thing for 30, 40 years, all right? So you trying to get the best machine, or you trying to, you just need to get entry level. And I suggest you go into Alibaba. I suggest buy. If you got it. If you don't got it and you got good credit, go, get you a Racoma. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got it, you're working on your credit and you want to make the payments. Yeah, go ahead and go with Racoma. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me plug this computer up. But you gotta know that once you sign up for them payments, you ain't gonna get your money back. All right, you're not gonna get your money back. You're gonna have to make that machine work, and it's worked out for me. All right, this Racoma machine has been good to me. I can hit the button on this thing right now. Well, it's been good to me. All right. So, it just depends on where you at. But don't make a big deal, man. It's Reebok and Nike, man. It's a shoe. It's a machine. It's a tool. All right. And so there are better tools. When you have wrenches, let me cut this shit. When you have wrenches and sockets, there are better tools. You can go to Family Dollar and you can get you a tool set. Especially if you ain't got but one job. And you can get you one of them little $10 tool sets, little socket wrench set to get that job done. And then you have tools that have lifetime warranties on it. They built better. They're heavier. And they designed for specific things. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna cost a little more, but it's because they're better tools. But some things cost a little more because of advertising and not because it's a better tool. All right? So understand this, a company is a company. They don't make the machines. All right? That's what you need to understand. They don't make the machines. Racoma don't make the machines. Bai don't make the machines. Tajima don't make the machines. There's a manufacturer. Go type that in Google. Type that in YouTube. Chinese manufacturers who make these machines. Now, they'll go in and you can consult with these people about, hey, I want to make a 20 needle. And say, okay, yeah, we'll make you a 20 needle. And they may come back to them and say, the manufacturer may say, well, listen, we got a better way for to run the tension that they might have engineered from seeing another machine. And they might make them enhancements. Just like I noticed Bai had a new screen. And then, I seen the other company have a new screen. They say, oh, we got this new touch screen that do this and do that, and so it's don't get caught up in that, y'all. Just deal with financially where you at. Can you drop 6,000 on 7,000 on hand, or do you need the payments? And with the payments, you can't look at it as, oh, I got 0% financing, because you paying $16K for a $5,000 machine. So you don't have 0% financing. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the DTF printers. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna get this printer, and I'm gonna get this. Man, DTF Superstore don't make no printers, man. They're not a manufacturer of printers. Okay? Epson ain't making no DTF printers at the moment. All right, all of these Epson print heads are being injected, are being manufactured. Well, they're not being manufactured because Epson making them print heads, but these are printers just converted. Racoma don't make no DTF printer. It's coming from China. So don't get caught up. Don't think it because you bought from a company that's in America, that you didn't get a Chinese product, man. Everything in America is made in China. Everything. So you just really just sitting up. Do you want a Honda? Do you want a Toyota? Do you want a Mercedes? Do you want a Benz? Now, when you first driving, you're a first time driver. You may not want to buy your child a Benz. You may not want to buy your child a German-made car. And you may not want to buy your business a German-made embroidery machine. I think ZSK. So, and we know that the foreign cars, the German-made cars, they hold their value more than the Hondas and the Toyota. But even even the Hondas and the Toyotas, they good cars. They good cars. They just not as heavy and have all the bells and whistles as the German-made cars. But the Hondas and the Toyotas are gonna get you to where you need to go. And they may even last longer than the German car. And it may not cost as much to fix as the German car. And you can glue some stuff together, But you don't want to learn in the Benz. All right, you want to learn in a good, dependable car. And that's what buying Racomas are. They good, dependable learning machines. All right. And most major companies, when they really in, they switch over. I don't see a lot of those companies doing, and it's because, you need something. You need something that's going to be here for 20, 30 years. All right. You're buying something at that point is going to be here for 20, 30 years. I don't expect my buy and my Racoma to be here 10 years, Even though, I said I had my Racoma 4 years. And no hiccups. I had my buy about a year, no hiccups. And I did so much things wrong on the Racoma. That's what I'm saying. I did so many things wrong on the Racoma. I'm surprised it's not tore up. I done hit the frames. I done broke needles. I done knocked arm bars. The needle arm bar done bent it. Had to bend it back. Hundreds of bird nesting. I wasn't even clamping the hoop arms. I wasn't even clamping them on right. And it was still running. And so a lot of the stuff, man, you're going crazy over needle thread breaks and all this stuff, and you thinking it's just this major thing, and it's not. These machines are run, man. These machines are run. Like I be amazed sometimes, sometimes I done neglected something, and I'm like, man, look at all that darn dust in there. I didn't blow the bobbin holder out, and it's just still running, man. Still running. They got you oiling these machines every 4 hours. I got a brother who runs about 5 or 6 machines. He said he got his schedule once a week, man. He got to oil these things every day like that. But don't listen. Do what them folk tell you to do. But I'm just saying, a lot of the things that you're afraid of and that you think that's just killing and making you get all these needle breaks. It's just you learning this thing, man. And I'm still learning. I still got a good ways to go. But like I say, my next machine is gonna be a machine. It's gonna be a forever machine. It depends though. It depends on. That's what I want. Now my business may not need that. My business may need another 2-head buy. That's where I'm at. I'm either gonna get a buy, or I'm gonna get a German-made machine or a Japanese-made machine. Or if I catch something, because like I say, man, this stuff just be on sale all the time. Go inside of these embroidery groups. These folks are reselling these machines left and right. Look on eBay. Look on eBay. So that's what you got to keep in mind. Resale value. Understand that all of these machines are duals that that can be used to make money. All these machines will make you money. No doubt about it. All these machines will make you money. Okay, ain't nobody gonna complain. A lot of that stuff you doing, nobody's gonna complain about. Oh, that writing wasn't that small, and could you get it clearer for that little bitty tiny writing? You know, that's just stuff people talk about in the industry. Just like the DTF. Oh, it don't feel right. Oh man, look at that. Oh, it don't stretch. Oh, I smell man, the customers ain't gonna like, man, customers gonna eat that DTF. Not DTF all over the planet. Not DTF going crazy. So, if you trying to make money, if you trying to do something for your brand and you trying to make something perfect, you may need to get somebody else to do it. Because you're not gonna be good at embroidery off the gate. I don't care what kind of machine you get. You're not gonna be good at embroidery out the gate. I don't care what machine you get. So, yeah, like I say, y'all don't think too much into it. I say, and I'm not just saying buy in Ricoma because those are machines that I have, but I have had good experiences with these machines. And with I really ain't had no I gave y'all the testimony, so yeah, don't overthink it. Do you got the money up front? If you ain't got the money up front, then you're gonna have to go with a Ricoma or a Tajima. I would probably get a Tajima though. If I'm gonna pay $15, I'll probably get a Tajima. If I'm paying over $10, I'm getting a Tajima. If I need something on the fly fast, like how I got to buy, so somebody recommended it to me, and I had just did a 250 piece on a single head. All right, 250 piece on a single head. And I was like, man, I ain't finna work like that no more. So I took most of that money that I made from that. And he was telling me, man, these machines is $5,000. I'm like, shh, I'm finna spend that right now. I'm finna do it. I'm finna do that. And then, come to find out, they had a warehouse. And when they say they have a warehouse well, we got a warehouse here in Georgia. When they saying that, they ain't saying that they sitting up here manufacturing these machines in Georgia. They saying they rented out a space in a warehouse where they have put a few of these machines already sitting there in Georgia. That's all. You see that big old warehouse? Maybe our headquarters in Miami. All that is a big warehouse to house these machines. All right. In most cases, if you're waiting, excuse me, y'all. I told you I'm under it. If you're waiting 2 months, 3 months to get your machine, it's coming from China. Okay. And even if it came from China, it shouldn't take that long. But with a company as big as them, they're not bringing in 1 or 2. They probably bringing in 50, 75, 100, at a time. But I actually had the machine in Georgia, and I was able to order it and drive an hour and a half and pick it up the next day. So I went from that, having that boom, and then having the security. But then they didn't have the single head, so it's gonna take a month for the single head for me to get a single head. But they said they had a 2 head there, and so I bought a 2 head for I don't know, around 9,000, 8,000, 9,000. And I was, like I said, I was able to pick it up the next day. But would I do that again? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it just depends on where your business is going, how your business is going, and I would love, if I had the money right now, I would buy another buy. I don't really need it, but I need it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't just be buying stuff. Because I might have bought that 2 head. I might have bought it a little too early. I need it now, but like the first 6 months, I didn't need it. It was kind of just sitting here, you know. I was just doing stuff on it because, but until I start formatting my business, adjusting my business around a little bit, I didn't need it like that, because a lot of times them big orders don't come in like that all the time. They be once in a blue moon for me. Usually it's 20s and 15s and 30s, stuff like that, but I rarely get the multiple hundreds. But that's all I wanted to give y'all, man. Just understand the game. That's what, when you're looking at, and even buy, they middleman, and buy don't make the machines. So even those companies on Alibaba, they're middleman, and they're not making the stuff, but they're doing the legwork, the advertising, to make a little money off of it in the shipping. So that's how that thing works, and us being from a company in a country, that we don't manufacture anything. It's harder for us to phantom what's actually going on. But if we had something like that, if we had some product that we made here, we could do the same thing to them. But we don't manufacture anything. So it just depends on what kind of person you are. I wear the that DH Gate. I wear the replica shoes. I wish I had them Jordans in here to show y'all, but I wear the replicas. I don't spend the $300. But that's me. You may be a person that wants to spend the $300, and you may be in the shoe business. You may be a shoe fanatic. But me, I'm just trying to get the work done.